Hey, Ryder, pit stop? Wouldn't mind stretching my legs.
I agree. Stop, hop out, run in a circle, and get back in.
No? Well, fine.
Detecting local frequency interference. This could be affecting planetary communications.
Let's check it out. This is the source of that interference? Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Audie, headed our way. Let's do this!
The signal emitted by that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I can modify your Omni tool to dampen the signal.
We're not alone.
Whoa, those audio are really coming at us.
ID don't normally act like this. Something's made them angry.
We are close to the source of the signal. Perhaps something about its frequency causes agitation in the beasts.
Ryder, the Angara call this a scourge gem. They pass through the scourge and pick up something of its nature. No two are exactly alike. Some of them are quite beautiful and quite dangerous.
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the Scourge.
True. Disrupting comms, driving wildlife into a frenzy. There's too much here to ignore. We need to study it. Hopefully the Hijara scientists won't have any more trouble with our comms.
Sorry, how many?
8 brothers and sisters. Almost 4 times as many cousins. My mother's. A lot of voices with opinions on what to do or to be.
No kidding. How do you handle that?
Honestly, not well. Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Vold. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
They said it was a golden world. I'm still reeling.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. I detect unusual signals from that Angara, Pathfinder. Scanning the body may provide... The Ket planted a chip in this Angara.
A tracking chip? Can you reverse it to get a nav point?
The chip is disabled, but if I receive more scans, I could repair the signal.
So many of my family are distinguished. The name carries weight on its own. I didn't want the name to carry me. I want my own story, if that makes any sense.
Plenty. I just can't imagine that much family. I didn't even have one brother or sister.
What? How?
I don't know. Ask my parents.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Are you upset to be the only child of your parents?
This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link.
The crew has developed a feeling of family, don't you think?
Yeah, we've been through a lot together.
Become fond of each other. Bonded.
Some more than others, but yes.
I'm fond of you, Cora. Like a sister. We're family. It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle? That looks like Kent salvage. Be careful, Ryder.
Let's do this! Got 'em all.
Joe, my friend.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything is running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Kett. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
Your people deserve to know what's happening. You should tell them.
With all due respect, I'm the one keeping this camp together. I know what's best for them. I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point. Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul. Should I know about him?
That's a conversation for another time.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Jal says Ephra is waiting for your call, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
You should have seen it. Perfect drift.
You know we've got a finite set of tires, right?
Also limbs and
Pathfinder,
lives.
you have pending vid
Well,
calls.
what's the point of having them then?
Commander?
Pathfinder, Joel's been keeping me updated on your adventures, your good deeds on our behalf.
I meant them. I want you to know you can trust me.
You rescued Shavad Khan. His loss would have been hard for the Resistance. But your true agenda is clear, to explore Aya's vault. Jarl says you want to help find the Moshai. Why should I let you?
I'd like this to be the beginning of a strong relationship.
Keep your promises, and little by little our bond might grow. We've managed to trace the Moshai to a special Kent facility on Vold.
Why special?
These facilities are protected by a dynamic shield tech we haven't been able to crack. We're close, but its ability to adapt outstrips the speed of our current processors.
Pathfinder, adding my processor to their program would no doubt make the difference.
Ephra, I can help. Respectfully, this time you need my help.
Respectfully, the Angara don't need anything from you. We take care of our own.
What I meant was, let our scientists help with your program. Let my team join your effort. Let's up the chance for success. I'm offering. You should accept.
Very well. I'm not stupid, and I love the Moshai. You're welcome on the mission.
Thank you.
The team will meet you at our base on Vold. They'll take you to the Kent facility. Stay strong and clear. Goodbye.
Giles said he wanted to see you.
So, you've gained Ephra's trust. No easy feat.
I still don't think he likes me.
That's just his way. You should be more worried about the Rokar.
Ephra made it seem like you had experience with them.
I know their leader, Axul. We studied together under the Moshai. But unlike me, he was a good student. The best, actually.
Then he knows about Remnant?
He did. It's a long story.
Give me the short version.
Axul was captured by the Ket. He spent a year in a forced labor camp before he managed to escape.
I can't imagine what he must have gone through.
He has scars that would give you an idea. When Axul returned, he no longer cared about the Remnant, or anything, except destroying the Ket.
Why not join the Resistance?
Axul's not the type to follow orders. And I think he was bitter we weren't able to rescue him.
So he formed the Rokar.
We didn't give them much thought. But since your people arrived, his cause has grown.
I convinced Ephra I'm not a threat. Maybe I can do the same with Axul.
I admire your courage. But Axul's dangerous, and he lacks Ephra's pragmatism. He'll make you want to kill him.
I have to try.
If Helios is to be your home, I guess you'll have to deal with the Rokar one way or another. There's a recluse on Havarul who escaped with Axul from the Ket. Her name is Tholdir. She might know how to contact him. I'll send you the nav point.
Long time no chat. What's up?
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Are you sure we can keep the Scourge damage under control?
Never seen anything like the Scourge. What it does to our tech. It's keeping me on my toes, but that's when I do my best work. In a way, I guess I'm grateful.
Well, you're welcome.
Don't do me any favors. Don't worry, Ryder. You're in good hands.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
At least one of the first contact situations went well.
Right? The Ket. Habitat 7. I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
I'm afraid not all of them are quite so friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Not really a holiday destination.
Watch your tone.
I tried. It's like they spawned. Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed home.
Jessica DePaul.
Hey, Paul's playing.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Nexus. I'm Jan Garson, founder
Isn't going to work.
Welcome to the Nexus.
And no one can afford that.
We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing, then we'll have you on your way.
Sure. Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you.
Seems quiet for now. Look, Jonesy.
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead, or make them...
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
I founded the outpost. I didn't decide who would stay in stasis.
You don't care that you've torn families apart?
That's not what I said.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Okay, I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
Plan before. Any word?
Nope, no new orders.
We are family.
Keep the safeties on, I guess.
Our Nexus, our lives. Our Nexus, our
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS. Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
I'll do the exploring. Don't you have someone else to track the numbers?
Get off your perch. This is where numbers become lives. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure. Pathfinder.
How are we doing on the viability front?
Struggling. Need I remind you that viability isn't abstract, it's lives, our foothold. Get out there, Ryder. Pathfind, we're dying.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
We send them where you signal, because that's where the need is. There's no time for preference.
Director Addison.
Pathfinder.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Breka, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
You're kidding?
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
So I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, a lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs, and eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation? The more you do, the more room we have to grow.
All right, Brekka. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Updates are due within the hour. Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
I'm sorry, Lana. Just trying to...
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
Apex, Sid. That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
Apex team.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks. Dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We only just got on our feet, plus it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Apex team leaders reporting back.
For an important update.
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The Initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened?
She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
I know this is hard, but for the good of the Nexus, we need you to be patient.
We've already waited. How old will I be by the time Mom's out of stasis?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with the Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on.